Hey guys, Professor Steve here with another video. My promotion to second degree black belt is getting closer and closer. I'm super excited to see my master back here in Rhode Island. He always tells me he feels like he's never left when he comes back. So it's a good feeling that he loves New England. But guys, as you may know, my collection has changed a little bit. Some have gone out. I've brought new stuff in, but the herd has definitely thinned out for quality. That's the key thing. I'm trying to keep quality now. The only thing my collection doesn't have right now is the one CWC diver that I've been wanting to get. I got the rest of the year to collect it, so I'm not too antsy about it. But the only thing is a Rolex. Now, do I like Rolex? Yes. Who does not like a Rolex watch, right? But there's other watches in my collection that I think are better than Rolex. I think my Panerai, aesthetically, I think it's just a better looking watch. I know, Rolex fanboys are probably gonna go crazy, but it's just a better looking watch to me, right? I have friends that have subs, I have friends that have GMTs, and they're great watches. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not paying three times the amount for something. It's just bananas, right? So again, maybe eventually Rolex in the box, maybe, yeah. But I got my Tudor Black Bay Chrono. I have my Seamaster. I got my Panerai. I got my Eterna. I got my Mito. So I'm pretty happy with my collection. But who knows? Who knows where the collection would be? I did have a Universal Genève, vintage Universal Genève. I was gonna keep it. Decided to just get rid of it quick. I got a vintage guy that kind of liked it, so that was a quick in and out. But yeah, guys, back to the subject here. So, as many as you know, I traded uh, a Traska for my Bulova. The watch was sold to somebody. Gentleman wasn't feeling the Traska. I said, "Hey, I got my Bulova Moonwatch. What do you think?" He goes, "Yep." So we did an even trade. Uh, that Eterna ended up in my hands because of the Traska. Then I sold the Traska to somebody in Florida. So that Traska, man, hey, that's been my lucky charm for the last 3 weeks. It's a micro brand, but you know what? it got me some cool stuff. So now there was a slot missing now in my chronograph. Yes, I'm a weirdo. My Japanese divers stay in one box. My chronographs stay in another. My Swiss divers stay in one box, and my field watches and pilot watches stay in another watch box. I know it sounds absolutely nuts, but I like keeping everything categorized, if that makes any sense, right? So I sold a couple watches for Adam at our last meetup, and it was a no pressure type of thing. I don't like to sell stuff when people when I host events. Um, it's kind of off putting to be like, hey, I'm selling this. No, I brought my case full of watches that were my watches, and then I brought a case full of watches that were priced to move. They moved quick. It was great. It was a fun time. Everybody was happy. I think 3 watches sold in that event, and it was pretty cool. So I get paid for those watches, and I automatically send the money to Adam because it's his inventory. And he goes, "Hey, dummy, you didn't take anything for your commission." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, shoot. I appreciate you thinking about me." He goes, "Hey, whatever's left in inventory, take one of the watches as your commission." I go, "Great." Well, I missed my Bulova Moonwatch, and I opted for this beautiful white dial lunar pilot. I don't know if you can see the texture on the dial, but it's got an amazing dial. Every time, oh, there it is. Every time I seen this watch, I always liked it. And this is the 43 mil. I always liked the look, and I got it on this vintage suede strap, which just matches perfectly. but I always like the look of this one. I like the black one too. It's more original. I actually have a 3/4 inch strap that replicates the one that was used on the one that actually went to the moon, but it's an olive drab green. I think it'll look kind of stupid on this watch, so I might put it up for sale on my Instagram at Straps and Stripes. But yeah, guys, what the last 3 or 4 weeks, maybe month of selling, trading. Your boy is not angry at all at this. I really like the look at this watch. The dial in person is just amazing. I think I've done a pretty good come up. Again, the collection's thinned out a little bit. Actually, it's thinned out a lot, actually. But the quality of stuff you cannot beat. I'm really enjoying this journey now. I have another, again, I have another couple watches that are on the list. So we'll see how the year goes. You know, I really want to finish my original list with the CWC diver. I do have a neo vintage CWC field watch that was issued, so that's been in my collection for a while. I like issued stuff in the military. But all right, guys, man. So that's it. My new white dial lunar pilot. Uh, I guess wheeling and dealing really's paid off, right? All right, guys. On to the next one. I'll see you guys soon.